I'm Booker. Nice to see you, man. How you doing?
Good, really good.
Okay, let's get rocking. I've seen your band perform about 400 times. The Troubadour, I think your mom was there. I snuck into Google to see you play. Um, Hollywood Bowl, you gave a great speech. It was about inclusion that night. That was awesome. Unless you're like the best actor in the world, you seem like you love being on stage. So, what's this past year been like sitting at home not doing that?
It's actually been really good for me. Either way, if COVID wouldn't have happened, I still would have taken a couple years off. Just because I needed some time to kind of reflect and come home and be a dad and repair a marriage that was failing and a lot happened over the last 3 years. But a lot of good things, good work, and it got me into a healthier place. So I think I'll be able to bring a little more light and health to a stage, which I think is important,
Mhm.
And I do. You're right. I love performing. I love sharing in a communal experience of music with people. Um, it's an important part of my life. It's important. It's always been an important part of my life, even before I was a musician. Just taking part in that, going to see other people perform, and singing along with people. It's the most important spiritual part of my life.
Gotcha. You mentioned your wife and your marriage, and you've been very forthcoming about that, which I'm sure maybe it is, maybe it isn't odd speaking with people about it. Was there any discussion on not sharing what Follow You was about?
Yeah, yeah, there was. I talked to my wife about it and saw what she thought first before I spoke about it. But the thing that she said, and I think it's exactly how I feel, which is, she's an incredible artist. She was the singer for a band called Nico Vega for years, and now has a
Mhm.
band called Two. But anyway, she's all about honesty. And as we get older, I think that's our greatest concern in all the art we do is that it's honest. I think that's all that matters. What makes art good and important to me is it honest? Is someone speaking their truth? And truth is a beautiful thing. And I think that this story had an important meaning behind it. The song is this song had an important story behind it. And the song is it comes across as a really light, happy song. We try to make the music video very light and happy and celebratory, but the actual thing the things that led up to it were actually really difficult. It was a really hard time period for both of us, and we thought, you know what, it's important people understand that relationships are not all butterflies and romance and smiles and it's not, and that's unrealistic. And so we wanted to kind of give the story because it feels like it actually it gives them a little more light to it.
What did she think? Did you present the finished project, or was she there all along when you're thinking this thing out? Did you talk about it? What did that look like?
I played it for her the day that I wrote it, which is it's actually pretty typical that right after I write a song, I will have Asia come listen to it and get her
Mhm.
thought on it. And I write 60% of the days. I've written like that since I was 12 years old. I have just thousands of songs sitting on my computers. But so it was just like another day, I brought her in and I played it for her. And I'd never tell her what it's about. And then afterward, if she has questions, she'll ask me and I'll tell her. But she listened to it and she immediately knew what it was about. And I think we both shed a tear and listened to it another time together. And we didn't know that it was going to be a single for the record. I'd written so many songs and so many yet to be written. That was like one of the first songs I wrote for this record.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's a special song for a lot of reasons for us. Yeah.
It must be nice having a litmus test in the house when you write something, like someone that also knows that side of writing that you could look at and get an honest, yeah, this doesn't suck.
Yeah, and when it does suck, she is sure to let me know. So it's uh and look, I she is the best litmus test. She has been the silver bullet to Imagine Dragons. Always has helped me always to pick singles and do all those things that are a difficult choice to make.
Okay. You had a different producer for that song. You went with Rick Rubin for Cutthroat. Will he be working on the whole album, or was this just a one-off song situation?
So Rick is the executive producer of the whole record, so we oversaw every song.
Okay.
And he even helped produce Follow You as well. We did the organ there in his studio, and we did a bunch of the different parts of that record, the whole ending. So he produced the majority of the songs on the record, and then he executive produced every song. So he had his hands on every single thing that you'll hear. He was very involved. Um, he was fantastic to work with. He was very wise, very honest, uh,
Hmm.
very interesting person. And has since become a really good friend. I really have a lot of love for Rick. I
Yeah.
loved working with him, and I don't think it'll be the last time.
He's a sweet guy, yet he's very intense when you get down to the work part of it. And obviously, when you look at his body of work, starting with Def Jam and starting a label, and Beasties to Jay-Z to Kanye to the Peppers to System of a Down. I mean, it goes on and on and on. When you got a guy that's so esteemed as a producer or someone in the industry, is it hard to say no to someone that has such a vision that may differ from yours?
I'm a pretty hard-headed creator, so I typically I don't do a whole lot of co-writes. I always have written every lyric, every melody. So I am pretty, yeah, I did. We had heads. We for sure had our moments where I'd be like, no, I think this, and he'd say, no, I think this, and then we talk it through. And we would land on and I think he wanted that. I don't think he would have been happy if I would have been like, yes, Rick, absolutely, yes, we should
Yeah.
do that. So it was a respectful relationship, and yeah,
Was it drastically different from any other experience you've had with okay.
it was, and I think people will hear it in the record. This record we go a lot of places on this record that we've never touched or gotten close to. There's songs on this record that are the heaviest thing we've ever done by far. There's songs on this record that are uh, very playful. There's celebratory songs. There's a lot of anger on this record. Um, yeah, he pushed me to uncomfortable places, and but I wanted that. I wanted him to do that.
You mentioned the album. The new thing is to not tell people when albums are coming out. Are we sticking with that here, or are we going to get like a little nugget of how long this is
The
going to be?
guys would kill me if I told you the exact date. I can tell you the record is complete. It's being mixed, and we have the title for it. We have the artwork. We've been working on all of it for a long time, and we're on the last leg here. And these songs are leading up to the record. And it'll be out. It'll be out soon, really soon. I'll say that.
I'm sorry, I missed the title of the album. What's that?
Yeah, close, close.
I got to try. What does
Coming.
a tour look like? Is this something you're planning after this? Because I got to feel like every band in the world is feeling like you are, and there's only so many venues, and there's only so many tours. Do you think you'll do some festival type things first? Do you think you'll jump right back in with a full-fledged tour?
I think we'll with the record we'll be doing a full world tour on the record,
Nice.
and that'll probably look like a lot of tour dates on our own, and then maybe some festivals that make sense along the way. Yeah.
Okay. You made the most fun video of the year. You got Mac and D. I don't know how you did that. How did you put that together? I love Sunny in Philadelphia. That's
Yeah.
a great show. What happened there?
It's one of my favorite shows. I woke up one day and my wife had she had the idea for the music video. She said, well, I think what would happen if a husband and wife go to a Imagine Dragons show and the wife's a fan and the husband's not? I said, well, that happens all the time. And I think we should capture that in the music video. And so we thought about, well, who would that couple be? Who's the perfect couple? And we thought, well, that also is a couple in real life.
Sure, yeah.
And so we immediately thought of Rob and Caitlin. Thought, well, let's shoot for the moon and reach out. And we reached out, and they were fans of the band and said we would love to do it. And it was just happened that quick. It was like we had one call, and then the next week we were shooting it, and a lot of it was improvised. And
Yeah.
we had a fantastic time doing it. It was my favorite music video shoot.
Are they like? Are they? I mean, do they play off of what? They're very both naturally. I mean, D is one of the most underrated people that's funny in the world. She is so goddamn funny. Were they like that in person? Their chemistry and their tennis?
Oh, the whole time.
Really?
And the second we talked to him on Zoom, it was like they were bickering and bantering, and they are so funny. I mean, they're everything you would hope them to be, which that's
Yeah.
not always the case. You meet people and you're like, man, I wish I wouldn't have met this person. They were so
Yeah.
cooler, like from afar.
Yeah.
But no, they only got cooler. They were everything you hope for them to be.
Yeah. Do they goof on you? How do you
Oh yeah.
take a while before they start like, all right, it's time to goof on Dan?
No, it was immediate. I mean, it's even like the other day I sent him a birthday text, and I think I said something like, it was his birthday last week, and I said, happy birthday, I hope this year that you'll learn to be more like me, or something to that extent. And then he like shot back with something like, that's crazy you say that. I just got like vocal surgery to make my voice better, and I also removed half of my brain to make myself like 50% more stupid. So it's he's pretty he's on it. It's not somebody you want to engage in a bickering contest.
No, that seems like a very quick crew, to
Yes.
say the least.
Sure.
They're pretty good at their craft. All right, humor me for a moment here. I want to try this. Let's see if we could work this. I want to introduce you, Dan, to a game that literally nobody's talking about. It's called Know Your Dance. And it's like Jeopardy, but there's only one category, and the category is Dan. So I want to ask you 5 questions. Let's see how you do. You game?
Yeah, I'm game.
You should be completely uninterested, but I thank you for playing along. This Dan grows in your yard, and it's very annoying.
And you're saying Dan, D-A-N.
Yeah, well.
And dandelion.
Okay, he's 1 for 1. Listen, by the way, for every correct answer, you get 3 months of me not interviewing you. Yeah. So
I'm gonna go hard. I'm taking this to the bank.
Buckle in. This Dan recently retired. She spent her career driving very fast.
Well, I'm guessing it's a Danielle. No.
She, driver.
I'm not good with movies.
Sorry, Dan, not a movie. Danica Patrick, race car driver.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely don't know that. I would have never gotten that.
Best musician named Dan that is not in your band.
Oh, okay. Best
You were getting ready for a Dan Reynolds. But...
Yeah. That's not in my band. What other Dans are there in bands? Oh, okay. Dan, the Black Keys. Dan, I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Any answer is correct. Congratulations.
Starts with an A, but
I would have given you Dan Fogelberg even. I'm not even specific. This Dan wasn't afraid of no ghost.
Dan Aykroyd.
This is a trick, Dan. Your last Dan question. Bruce Springsteen loved this Dan, especially in the dark.
Oh, Dancing in the Dark.
I'll see you in 3 months.
But you said 3 months for every question. That'd be 3, 6, 9, 12, I think. I got 4 out of 5, no?
See you next year.
All right. Same time.
You're playing the game that nobody cares about. Dan, thank you for your time for the interview portion of the program. We'll see how Know Your Dan goes later on in edit. But thanks for the time, man. I'm looking forward to the record. I hope it's soon. And the songs are great. Thanks. Congratulations.
Thanks for all the support.
Yeah, man. Okay. Talk soon in a year. Yeah.